Hello, everybody. The music's still going.
Yeah, I think you did it.
Oh, it stopped.
Perfect.
All right. Well, welcome to the grand finals of Season 9. It was a long way to get here, but believe it or not, our 1 and 2 seeds of the playoffs made it to the finals. Spencer versus Adrian here. So we're gonna start going into the teams here. Joel here. Oh, here's Joel.
Yeah, hello. It's good to be back. Good to be back. Very exciting match. I believe both players have only had one loss this whole season. Yeah. So
someone's about to take 2.
Someone's going to take 2. Yeah, Spencer's had, I believe, 2 championships before, and yes. Adrian has 1. So
yes, there's a lot on the line here.
Yeah,
if Adrian wins, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're go, bud.
If Adrian wins, this will be our first back-to-back champion, and then we'll have 3 two-time champs. And if Spencer wins, this is our first 3-time champ of the league. So, exciting stuff either way. SBL history will be made today.
Both players will be trying very hard to get this victory. But they'll have a lot of games to go through. This will be a 7-game set, so
yes.
Players will have to win.
Might be a long one, folks.
4 games.
So, we're going to get into the teams here, starting off with Adrian.
We're going to start looking at Adrian's team here. As you might know, Adrian's top dog is Urshifu. We have a pretty standard looking Urshifu set with the Terra Steel, Surging Strikes in close combat with Detect. Our last moveset, though, we have is U-Turn, which really pressures that Hoopa. You might imagine. I'm sure Adrian's expecting a Hoopa. And then we see the safety goggles here, trying to avoid any sort of anything from Sinistra. So I wonder, we'll see if Spencer prepared for that, or we'll see how that comes into play. We have Iron Jugulus with the classic booster energy. I know, some people weren't on Iron Jugulus at the beginning, but I think Adrian's pretty much proven that it's a pretty solid mon with that booster, setting Tailwind. A lot of utility here with Snarl and Taunt, and then some air slash damage.
Look at this boy now, Shrug.
Yeah. Iron Jugulus back at it. We have Raichu. Raichu has a lot of championships under its belt. I think it might be 2 or 3. I know it's at least 2, but it'll be enough. Maybe it'll get another.
He may join what's his face? Tangrowth, 3 rings.
Yeah. So we have some Fake Out and Nuzzle, pretty classic moves. Although we see the Knockoff and Reflect, a very physical utility Raichu, and we see the Ability Shield on here, no doubt, to make sure to preserve that Lightning Rod in case Weezing comes out. Seems like Adrian really wants to make sure Lightning Rod makes sense with Urshifu and Jugulus both being weak to Electric for a potential Rotom Wash on the opponent's side. We see Serena holding some powerful moves with a little low accuracy and the wide lens to boost that back up. We got Power Whip and Triple Axle with Zen Headbutt and then Classic Protect. 3 attack Protect Pretty strong Mon. Queenly Majesty to stop any priority moves. Pretty solid addition. Then we see a low pointer in Glaceon coming in with the Assault Vest, Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, Mud Shot, and Chilling Water. Now we're seeing some lower like power moves, but I'm sure Adrian's run some calcs. I'm sure in certain situations, Mud Shot or Chilling Water will be doing some big damage. I'm sure Ice Beam does a lot from 130 special attack Glaceon. Freeze Dry, it's pretty very good in any water types or Terra Waters. And it's got a good physical defense with that Assault Vest. It might be sticking around a while.
Yeah, that is a bulky Glaceon.
And then lastly, we have Glamora here with another seems like 3 attacks protect kind of set. Pretty classic with the Focus Sash on here because it's not the bulkiest of Mons, but it's got Sludge Bomb, Power Gem, and Earth Power. Seems like a pretty solid tool to have in the kit.
Yeah, lots of good prep from Adrian here. So let's move on to Spencer here. Spencer, I remember near the beginning of the season, he was a little worried about how he's going to do this season, and now here he is, clawing his way through normal season and playoff bracket. He's all the way here. So we got Scarf Hoopa here, Hyperspace Fury, Ice Punch, Psychic, and Focus Blast, which is a pretty... All of those moves, I think, are going to do some damage, but those do get scary. There's going to be a lot of switch-in mind games with that.
There will be some gambles.
Oh, and the Terra Dark, so I guess he really just wants to do some damage with this Hoopa.
There'll be some gambles, but if it hits, it's going to hit.
Yeah. Terra Ground Tornadus, I guess he just wants to be careful there with the Raichu. With Bleak Wind, Terra Blast Ground for that Glamora, Tailwind, and U-Turn.
I was nice to see. I ran Terra Ground, Terra Blast, Tornadus against him last season. Seems like he liked it.
Yeah, Iron Fist Infernape going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's CC, Flare Blitz, Mach Punch. Yeah, that's going to hurt.
No fake out on the Infernape.
Yeah, no fake out, but I mean, I think he's thinking he's gonna get rid of the Queenly Majesty with Weezing here. Weezing, Rocky Helmet, that's got to be a bulky boy, and that Will-O-Wisp is going to be huge. The only real way you can negate damage on Urshifu.
It seems like a pretty standard Weezing set, but the Rocky Helmet's going to be really big.
Rindo Rotom is going to be interesting. I bet you that thing probably lives a Power Whip. Probably lives a Power Whip. And then the Sinistcha. Sinistcha has put in a lot of work this season. It's bulky. Rage Powder is going to redirect everything except for Urshifu and wow, you really want to redirect Urshifu, huh? Urshifu and Serena.
Yeah, but there's safety goggles on the Urshifu.
Yeah, Machagacha's going to do some damage.
Machagacha's going to be rough, especially if it gets the burn on that.
Especially, yeah.
Now notice
Shadow Ball and Protect.
I noticed, Spencer's team has been a lot of different Tailwind, Trick Room, a lot of different speed options. Seems like we're definitely leaning into the fast mode. No Trick Room, only Tailwind and Choice Scarf are our speed control options. So,
but looks like our players are starting here, so we're going to move on to the game. So, let's see what's up.
All right.
Wow, this game moves fast on the Switch too.
We seem like we have a pretty standard lead here from Adrian. We have an Iron Jugulus and Raichu coming in against. We got a Tornadus and a Rotom from the other side. Both teams have our Flying type and their Electric type.
This is really good start, I think, for Adrian, because this is. He's gonna have to risk a Hydro if he wants to do some damage to this Jugulus here.
Yeah, he's got taunt pressure. He's got fake out pressure. Both teams could set up a Tailwind. I wonder if they're trying to trade Tailwinds, who that's looking better for. Both teams not the most offensive of leads yet, but we could see switches to see if anything happens.
Yeah, trading Tailwind. I'm never a fan of trading Tailwind. I mean, obviously, it's good to do if you don't want your opponent to have Tailwind.
It's good
but
if you were already winning. If you were already good without Tailwind.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like, you both set Tailwind, and then...
You see the Raichu switch out.
Both set Tailwind, and then you both just die before you get another one set up.
The Urshifu
Donkey Kong
is going to be out. Ooh! And both of our electric types are switching out. I
think you wanted Rotom there.
I wonder if they both click Tailwind. And now we see the Weezing coming out. Weezing making sure we got no abilities going on.
Yeah, I think... Does that remove the photosynthesis boost?
I think... I'm not really sure. I thought it would have already activated.
Not the time you want to be Terra Ground.
Yeah, the Urshifu coming right in.
Well, if he went for Bleak Wind here,
I guess a Bleak Wind would be good. We'll have to see. A Terra Blast going in.
Wow, he really went Raichugan.
Well, yeah, let's see how much damage this does. It does actually a decent amount of damage.
Not bad,
there might be some investment there. The Snarl's going to come off, and that's going to start cutting some damage off. Spencer's got a lot of special attackers on his team, so this Snarl might be a problem for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder...
Seems like Adrian is content to be a little slower if he's able to get some damage off here. Right now, yeah, it seems Urshifu is really threatening that Tornadus. But Tornadus is going to be faster. It did about half. I wonder if another...
Who went first? Torn or...
Well, I guess Urshifu switched out, so we don't
Well, I'm not... Did Torn go first or did
Torn
Jugulis?
went first.
Torn went
Torn
first?
went first, yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. Was Jugulis a speed boost?
I thought it was, but I'm not sure. I think maybe
because if it was a speed boost, then it definitely means that
it was
speed boost is gone,
neutralized. Let's see. Yeah, I think
Torn is a surprise. I mean, normally he runs quite a bit of bulk in Torn, but this must be a really fast Torn.
Yeah, I guess so. And it seemed like he did some decent damage.
We're see
the Tailwind set up.
The taunt.
The taunt's coming out.
Wow, that's nice.
That might be a good taunt. We'll see if another Snarl came out or if a tech move. Ooh, that's
really nice.
That's a good position for Spencer. But Surging Strike's that's just going to take out that taunt. That's just gone right there. Looks like a Rocky.
Name is funny.
Yeah, it looks like a Rocky helmet, but it's not. That's gonna take it out. That's the first kill of our match today.
But
Spencer
Tornadus
has the Tailwind pressure. I mean, he might just be able to bring in a sweeper and just start attacking.
Yeah, no, that taunt was huge because I mean the pressure is all on Spencer's side now.
I mean, yeah, Urshifu can do damage, but if Urshifu gets killed before the Surging Strikes come off, that's not looking good.
Now, I wonder what he has in the back other than Rotom, because I don't think you want to bring Rotom in here.
I imagine there's a Hoopa. You could see a Rotom. Rotom would fit both of them, but I imagine that Hoopa's going to just start doing some damage to somebody.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I wonder what it clicks in. I imagine you want to take care of that Urshifu, but... maybe he reads
what do you want to lock
protect,
into?
He could switch. That's the issue with that Choice Scarf right now.
Here's what I think you do. I think you double into the Urshifu slot here. I think you Hyperspace and Sludge Bomb because he either Terra Steals and dies to Hyperspace, or he doesn't Terra and he dies to both.
I guess it depends though. If the Tailwind makes Weezing faster, then Urshifu that works. But if not and he doesn't Terra, then
I would imagine it's hit
but we see the Weezing.
We'll never know.
Out, and it's going to be that Rotom in the back. We know it has to be. Neutralizing gas going to be gone. I wonder if that means our speed boost is back.
It should be back.
So Focus Blast is going to come out. It's going to hit.
Wow,
the raw Focus Blast reading the Terror, but he's gonna pay off. It's gonna take out the Urshifu.
Insane.
It's a powerful Mon right here. It is very exciting to see Mythicals on the field. I did see Spencer's team, and I did think it looks very, very cool.
It's huge, dude.
It's awesome.
That thing's kind of scary.
And I think, too, the Weezing's a really good pairing because Hoopa's really strong, but its ability is not its selling point, so you might as well pair it with something to turn the abilities off.
Yeah, no, that was a great drafting choice from Spencer.
And you see, he really indexed on getting Hoopa in any speed control he wants. He's got a great Tailwind setter, he's got a great Trick Room setter. He really can his team is very versatile. This is
scary for Spencer because, I mean, he's looking at that Focus Blast and he's down one special attack.
Yeah, the Focus Blast, I mean, it worked for that turn, but I don't know if that's the move you want to be locked into. You can very easily miss. It probably still would do some pretty big damage, but it's also not stab, so, if things are bulky, it could kill. We also do have the Snarl that could come out from the Jugulis, potentially.
He's got a pointy beard.
Especially, though, if I'm Choice Scarf, I'm going to be worried about a fake out from that Raichu. I wonder if I'll switch back into the Weezing, or if I'm just going to rip another Focus Blast. I think if you're Spencer, you have to switch out and preserve your move choice.
Yeah, I think Hoopa's got to come out here.
I think even if he reads it and they double that slot and kill the Weezing, that's better for you. Oh, he stays in. They fake out. I wonder what's going to happen to him. There's a flinch. Hydro Pump's going to come out. Let's see how much damage this does. That does a decent chunk.
Not as much as I think you wanted.
Not as much as you want. It's not a 2-hit KO. Especially not after the Snarl.
Yeah. You might need to hit 3 more to kill that thing.
Yeah, and now the taunt is over, so Tailwind is now available. Tailwind and taunt is available from the Jugulis.
This is not looking good for Spencer.
Yeah, I mean, I think you really need to reset that Hoopa.
Yeah, you need to get Hoopa out.
Honestly, you kind of want to get both of them out. Unfortunately, you don't want to be locked into a special move where you're getting snarled down, but you can only switch one of them out, and so someone's gonna have to eat those boosts, eat those drops. I think you want to prioritize the Hoopa.
Well, I mean,
with the Wheezing, you might be able to stall a little bit with the Wheezing and the
with Hoopa. I mean, honestly, depending on what Adrian's last is, you might just want to come back in and start ice punching.
That's what I'm thinking. I think you wanna.
Because I mean, I bet you there's some bulk on this Raichu, but I bet you it's not. It's still probably not a lot. It's still just Raichu.
It's still a Raichu. I mean, we've seen Wolfie. Oh, we got another Focus Blast, and it hits. We're gonna see how much it does.
Wow! Get that boy out of here.
That is not a 2-hit.
Get him out of here, man.
That's Snarl putting in a lot of work. I think if that Snarl didn't go off, that double might have killed, but no.
Yeah, no.
And now we get another Snarl coming off. Both of these are at half special attack. Oh, and the muzzle on the Hoopa.
Wow. He really should have gotten Hoopa out of there. Because that Scarf don't even matter no more.
And the Tailwind's gone. The Hoopa is really vulnerable.
Yeah, Hoopa's gone.
Sorry, Hoopa. I think you still need to get the Hoopa out of there and reset, but that para just introduces a whole new dynamic. Now what you want to see. Your Spencer. You know, Adrian in the back, we don't know his last Mon yet still. We could see a Glaceon, we could see a Serena, we could see a Glamora.
I bet you it's a Glamora.
You think it's a Glamora?
I have no reason to base that, but
what do we think? I think if I'm Adrian, what do I think is the best situation here?
I think you just keep snarling.
Yeah, I think Adrian's
You have no reason not to.
Adrian's in a good spot. He knows what attack he's got in the back. Someone will be able to do some damage. Knockoff. I mean, we're not doing a lot of damage, but we're making sure that they're not doing a lot of damage. Spencer just wants to stay in, though. Doesn't want to switch out.
Wow. That did a decent
Very
amount.
surprising. Focus Blast continues to hit. Let's see.
Wow, he has not missed a Focus Blast yet.
It still can't get the kill, though.
It is Focus hit today.
Those Snarls are really doing a number. I really think you gotta get a switch. You gotta switch out at some point. Hoopa does look really cool. And then, he decides to preserve the Rotom.
Yeah. Oh.
Bring in the Wheezing. I wonder if Hoopa survives.
At this point, I think you just kind of think Hoopa's kind of like buns.
With the para, it's unfortunate. I don't know. Yeah, we have the Lightning Rod going off, so it can only use Hydro Pump to get the damage. And its Snarl can keep coming out.
If he can kill Raichu here.
Yeah, I don't know. That Snarl. Oh, that did a decent amount of Wheezing.
Some good damage.
This is looking very heavily in Adrian's favor for game one. I think things were looking really good for Spencer, and he just let that Hoopa in way too long. He could have switched out to that Wheezing way earlier and played the stall game. But no, I don't think this is the way to go. Like, I think if he switched out earlier, maybe threw out a Will-O-Wisp or some Sludge Bomb, some taunts.
Yeah.
I think and soaked
I
up those
Snarls. I think he stayed in way too long.
Yeah, I think so. I think now he's lost his offensive pressure. Whoa, we're gonna have a live here, but yeah, I think it's over.
Yeah, it's so over.
This is over. Yeah, we see Adrian. Adrian, we saw Urshifu go down really early, and it looked bad, but he's able to play a very bulky game. It seems. Yeah, still can't
even with the helping
poison. He's the poison to get the kill, but wow.
Well, this will be good information for Spencer at least.
That's true. Spencer will get. That's actually really huge. Spencer will get to see who's in the back. I don't know. I think if I'm a betting man, you're right. He brought the Glamora.
Would you look at that?
Fair enough.
I did it again.
Wants a special attacker in the mix. Yeah, I think this is definitely a very free game lock for Adrian.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
Spencer he just forfeits it.
So if I'm Spencer, what do I do? Because I feel like Spencer had a pretty early lead, and he felt like he was decisive.
I think he terrored too early on the Tornadus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that turn 1 Terra Blast was really rough.
I mean, it still worked out for him in the long run.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but it did mean, I guess we'd have to see the calc, but it did mean that Tornadus got one shot by the
I think I would have liked. I mean, I liked the play he did to stop the Tailwind at the start, the Heat Tailwind to taunt the Tailwind, but I would have liked if he had just killed the Urshifu that turn with the Tornadus.
It's really rough. Yeah, it's really rough.
I mean, in his defense, he probably thought there was a Serena in the back, but I mean, if there's not a Serena, you're really in a good spot with keeping that Terra Ground Tornadus.
I think so, yeah, because even though this one Snarl came off, I think a bleak one should have probably still taken it.
Yeah, yeah. Or if he just doubled into it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Terra, just the instant turn 1 Terra Blast is really risky. I mean, I've had
it is
that
a risky
move.
I mean, it's one of those things where if you get that play right, I mean, that's a lot of momentum going for you.
Yeah. Very, very famously.
I wasn't paying attention. I think he chose the same 4, though.
It's okay. Have to see here. We have a more offensive lead from Spencer. We got our Tailwind Setter and our Hoopa. So this is a very aggressive lead. The same lead from Adrian here.
I bet you Hyperspace Fury does a lot more than...
I bet it does. And I think if I'm Spencer, I see that the Snarl's probably going to start coming out. I'm probably going to want to click a physical move. Or I think that, or the Ice Punch might even just take out the Jugulus.
Oh, true. Yeah,
I mean, Fake Out looks really good into that, but you know, I think you might have to let it happen, or
the Fake Out.
You get the Tailwind up or let it happen, but I think the next, like, it's not really pressured right now. As long as you don't luck into a special move, it can still be doing a lot of work. As long as it doesn't get nuzzled this turn, but then if his nuzzle is not faked out, right? I think Spencer's in a pretty good spot here. His Fake Out comes out, and maybe Adrian's trying to get as much chip as he can. Oh, yeah, the taunt comes out first. Yeah. That's really big. That's really big, actually. So the speed boost X, and now the flinch.
Did he go for Tailwind?
And then there's no Tailwind.
Oh, he went for Tailwind.
So no move comes out.
Really good turn 1 for Adrian.
That is really unfortunate. I wonder who's faster between the Jugulus and the Hoopa.
I bet you
the speed boost and the Scarf.
True.
Those nullify each other. I don't know who with base speed is faster. I don't know Hoopa's base speed, to be honest.
I don't think it's the fastest thing.
I feel like it's like 80.
Strugulus is probably faster.
That's what I would think. But I'll just go check real quick.
By the way, Iron Jugulus looks so much cooler in game.
Yeah. These are both some very cool looking teams.
You look like a bum in
Showdown. Yeah, speed 80 for Hoopa Unbound.
Ooh,
we see a Terra coming out.
Terra, is that from Spencer?
It's gonna have to be from Spencer on the Tornadoes. Is it gonna be another Terra? Try to Terra Blast, take care of that, right?
Maybe.
I think, or maybe just to dodge a T-Wave.
Or a Nuzzle, yeah.
Oh yeah, Nuzzle.
Over the Tailwind.
The Tailwind goes off. I don't know. Yeah, I think Spencer saw how much that Nuzzle did, and he's just trying to get rid of it. That's what I imagine. I wonder how much it's gonna do.
I mean, I'd want to get rid of this thing.
Oh, it's the bleak one. It's just to dodge the Nuzzle. He might have predicted a switch, but he just didn't want him to get nuzzled. I think he was covering his bets from last time. But yeah, I think that would have been really good if he hit that Terra Blast there. Yeah, 108 is the base stat, so it definitely would have been fast.
Looks like he's bringing in that Assault Vest. Wow. The Assault Vest with the Snarls here, that is...
It's going to be very... That
is a bulky Glaceon, and then you're scared here as Tornadus because you're going to get Ice Beamed.
I mean, yeah. As Hooper, you're going to want to click your physical moves, but Urshifu resists both the physical moves that he has. Exactly. So it's going to be a little rough. We see a switch out here. I wonder if we saw a Terra Blast come out or not. But definitely Adrian wants to make sure that Raichu does not get Terra Blasts. Shiny Glaceon coming in. And as the Tornadus also gets withdrawn. And then Hoopa comes back out.
Hoopa comes out, but is it faster than Glaceon?
I don't think it will be. In the Tailwind, I don't know. I don't think it would be. It's only 80 versus 60. The Tailwind, I guess it could depend on their training, but I think the Light Screen comes out, so both teams are going to be trying to protect themselves a little bit. I think
no one is doing any special damage.
No, I think if I'm Adrian, I'm definitely predicting Spencer to lock into that Hyperspace Fury, and I might want to get my Urshifu out to try to take it. It's not going to do a lot to them, but it's going to do a lot to some. It's going to do a lot to the Glaceon.
Yeah, and if you're Spencer, do you risk the Thunderbolt here?
I don't know. Yeah, the Raichu could come back out, but it would do pretty big damage to the Jugulus. Although not too much with the Snarl. I mean, I don't know.
You never know.
That Rotom doesn't look in the great part. It could be a helping hand, but that Rotom, I feel like the Rotom is not pressuring too much.
Ooh, helping hand Rotom would.
Helping hand could.
Helping hand KO. Hyperspace Fury might absolutely obliterate.
That could be really
this
good.
Glaceon.
I wonder if it's needed. I wonder if Spencer did the calcs or if he would want to sure if we could see a Rotom switch. I know this Rotom stays in.
No, but
Snarl goes off. Yeah, if that Rotom attacks, it's not going to do a lot of damage. It's already at half special attack. Hyperspace Fury comes out. Let's see how much it does.
Wow.
It's gonna do a good amount, but Glaceon's got a lot of defense, and then the defense gets lowered there. Freeze dry. That's probably gonna do a lot here. That's gonna take out the Rotom.
It's gonna kill through the light screen.
A
crit!
Critical hit.
Critical hit. Press the button. Where's the button?
That might be.
No!
That might be an important crit there. I think. It depends on the bulk set.
Sorry, Joe. I pressed the wrong one.
That light screen was probably really defending. I mean, Glaceon's really strong. It's 130 special attack, stab, super effective.
What is it, 130 special attack?
Yeah, it's a good Pokemon. It's always in the low tiers, but I've always been a big believer in Glaceon.
Yeah.
But man, that's a hard one to know. That's really unfortunate if that.
How many turns of Tailwind are left?
I don't know.
Cause Hoopa's on the field.
2 or so. Adrian's doing a really good job pivoting, keeping his Pokemon not too pressured.
If Hoopa can stay alive until his Tailwind goes out, it's going to be faster than the Jugulis.
Yeah, it's going to do a lot.
Yeah, it's going to be faster than the Jugulis, but how much is Hyperspace Fury doing the Jugulis? Maybe a decent amount.
I don't know. Yeah, it seems like we're switching in 2 Dark Resist, so Hyperspace Fury, we'll see how much damage that does, but... Spencer can't bring in the Tornadus safely because it's still weak to that Glaceon. I imagine, Terra Ground seems like a good Terra, but he just didn't predict.
Ooh, the double switch. He's probably bringing the Rotom back.
Let's see. The Rotom's dead. He's got to bring back the Torn.
Oh, yeah, the Torn.
Yeah, the Torn's coming back in. So he's hoping that Ice Beam or Ice Beam didn't come into that slot. It's getting taunted, though. It goes right into the taunt. That's unfortunate. So no Tailwind's going to be coming out. Hyperspace Fury, we'll see how much... That's not going to do that much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not looking great for Spencer. The Tailwind is gone.
Tailwind is gone.
So Jugulis should still be the fastest. So it can set up that Tailwind.
Yeah, you're just gonna do it again.
I bet a Surging Strikes would kill the Hoopa from there.
Oh, it's -2 defense. It's definitely gonna be.
Yeah, the Choice Scarf seems good in some situations, but it's really hard to have your main offensive threat not able to protect there.
Adrian, don't do it.
Adrian's gonna think about protecting Tailwind. This could give Spencer a chance to get out if he reads
If he Hyperspace Furies that slot, it will break the protect.
That's true.
And he will die to He will die to Bleak Wind.
That's true. That's very interesting. I didn't even think of
that. That would be a funny turn of events if Adrian gets goofed by that.
Whoa.
Oh, I so forgot to update the team info. Hold on.
Yeah, this is a very cool game. See the Protect come out. Let's see if Spencer is able to take advantage of that. The Tailwind's gonna come out. Let's see. Hyperspace Fury. Hyperspace Fury hits the Jugulis though.
Ooh, wow, that did a lot.
That Protect is not gonna be broken. That Urshifu is gonna stay. Yeah, the Bleak Wind.
Oh, did it miss Torn?
Oh, it's Protect.
Or did it miss?
No, but you... Oh, it takes out the Jugulis, but yeah, if you...
Wow.
If that Hyperspace Fury went into the...
If he went into that... Wow, that's bold.
That would have been really big. But now, and the Tailwind's up and the Urshifu's there, things are looking really good for Adrian right now.
Yeah, and oh, wow, and here comes...
Comes the right fake out.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, I mean, you just fake out one and kill the other, really.
This is looking really... Yeah, Adrian's in the driver's seat for sure.
Yeah, this is scary.
Spencer went pretty relatively offensive, and it seems like he's having trouble breaking through Adrian's bulk.
I mean, I know he was going for trying to take out Jugulis, but it is unfortunate he could not stop that Tailwind from getting up. Yeah, that's just gonna kill
a lot of damage. Yeah, we see the switch out back into, I believe, the Weezing. Noticing Spencer leaning on the same four. No Sinister or Infernape in these first 2 games. Same, I believe this, different four. Glaceon comes out this time. Knockoff. That's just, that's just going to take the kill. Wow. That's surprising. I guess we've had a lot of defense.
It was minus, I think it was -3 defense.
Yeah, that was a lot. Man. Yeah, wow. If Spencer just Hyperspace Fury and taking out that Urshifu.
Wow, that Rocky Helmet damage.
Yikes.
Wow, that's kind of big. If you're Adrian, I don't think you want him to take that chip damage.
I don't think so, but I think Adrian's still in a really good spot.
This could be where you start coming back. I mean, you bring Torn back. Torn's no longer taunted.
That's true. Torn. There is the Tailwind, though. I wonder if
Spencer's
Glaceon
light screen just ran out.
I wonder if Glaceon and Tailwind can outspeed the Torn. Even still, I don't know. If
depends how much speed is in it.
I don't know if the Torn can kill it through that assault vest. If the Torn can outspeed and kill the Glaceon, then Spencer could be back. But I don't know. I don't know if it can. And I think the Ice Beam would do a lot of damage. Let's see, the knockoff's coming off. Doesn't do a lot.
Rocky
there.
Helmet's gone.
But yeah, make sure there's no Rocky
that's
Helmet
huge.
for that Urshifu. Let's see if that Torn. Oh, Torn's gonna go first. Terra Blast.
Torn's faster.
Who's he gonna take out? He's gonna take out. Oh, Glaceon. Does it take it? It's gonna live. Ooh, that's a big live, and that Ice Beam's gonna do big damage.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it right out. That is really unfortunate. That is not what you want to see for Spencer. Yeah, that Terra Ground is just really tough. That Glaceon really punishes that. There's just no way you can get away from that ice damage. Very strong Pokemon right there. Now, yeah, Weezing, I don't think it's going to seal this up. It might take a couple turns, but I think the Ice Beam actually probably do pretty good damage. Although, or we see the Mud Shot. Yeah, critical
wow.
hit. Probably doesn't matter, but
it's a crit.
Wow, so that's Adrian's up 2-0.
Wow.
Very interesting.
If you're Spencer, you really want to start thinking here. You're like, what is going wrong here?
Yeah, I think if I'm Spencer, I want to either, I see that Infernape sitting there. I see that we have a lot of Snarl.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 2 Pokemon he hasn't tried out yet.
Yeah, or the Sinistcha could be good as like, kind of a defensive piece, but it's not. It really doesn't want to be snarled.
Yeah, Sinistcha doesn't really have a good matchup here, but could be interesting for some redirection plays to keep the Hoopa and the.
It could, but yeah, it can't protect it from that Urshifu. It's really interesting because Infernape, yes, could do some physical damage, but it's really threatened by both the Urshifu and the Jugulus. But it would threaten that Glaceon really well. So
yeah, I mean Infernape.
Glaceon is really strong. Yeah, I imagine Agent.
Infernape could be interesting.
I think I want to see some sort of pivot here. Yeah. I think we need to see more cycling.
If I'm Spencer, I'm sitting there thinking I'm like something needs to change here.
Yeah, that Snarl spam is just really rough for him. Adrian bringing out similar lead, but actually starting off. Starting off the Glaceon, just a little early pressure.
I'm interested in seeing how hard that Terra Dark Hyperspace Fury hits. I'm pretty interested in seeing that.
That's true.
Here it is. Vegeta is here.
There it is. So yeah, we have both our tailwind setters and offense. So things are looking decent for Adrian or for Spencer here, but Adrian does have the faster setter, so he could get the tailwind off first. He could get the taunt. We do know that
he could just Air Slash and Tome Vegeta here.
That's true. Air Slash. There's no focus slash, so Air Slash could do a lot.
But I mean, if you're Spencer, you can make the call here. You can protect you can protect and set your own tailwind.
This will be a very interesting opening. We have to see who. I think Spencer is gonna have to get a read to get this right, but I think it could be anyone's game depending on what happens here. Infernape looking really good at to switch to.
I mean, I think if you just kill this, I think if you kill Infernape off the bat, this might just be.
It might just tie the
game down. That might just bring this up to 3-0 for Adrian.
If you're Spencer, can you afford to let that? I don't think you can afford to let that Infernape.
That thing I think is the damage that you need to be bringing.
I think so. Now there could be Weezing in the back. He could be switching into Weezing to make sure his Tornadus goes faster. That might be what we see.
True.
Oh, we see the Hoopa coming in. So you see the Air Slash. It's okay, but it doesn't do that much. You see the Tailwind coming out. Now let's see what that Glaceon did. That Glaceon, it might just take out that Tornadus though. Yeah, the Ice Beam. That's just going to take it out. Wow.
Oh, no. Sorry, folks. That's not a crit.
No crit.
I can't tell 11 and 12 apart, apparently.
Well, yeah, this is very interesting here. So, I mean, Spencer has the tailwind up and 2 of his offensive threats out, but Adrian still has all 4 of his Pokemon, and he could tailwind. As long as Jugulus survives the turn, it can
Jugulus survive a close combat?
I don't know. Neither of these Pokemon can protect, so Spencer can definitely pick who he wants to pick off if he does a double, or potentially, if
Chilling Water would be interesting here.
Chilling Water would do a lot to that Infernape and lower its damage output. If he's able to get that,
I think you have the double Jugulus here.
You think so? I don't know. They both.
I think you want Jugulus dead.
I think but that Glaceon's gonna do a lot. That chilling water is
I
going to
don't
be really
know.
bad, especially if you close
I think
combat.
if you get rid of Jugulus, you like guarantee yourself speed control for the rest of the set.
Yeah,
the
but I
rest of
think
the game.
but I think if that the Glaceon might be able to take a kill on the Infernape this turn.
Probably.
Yeah, it depends if we see a Flare Blitz or a close combat come out. But I think if we see a close
Either way, yeah, he's good.
I think if we see a close combat, that chilling water is going to kill. You see Hyperspace Fury's coming out first. Oh, I think it looks like he's going to double that Jugulus. It's not very effective, but it's still going to do some damage. The defense is going to be lowered, but not matter yet. See the Flare Blitz coming
Flare
out.
Blitz.
Yep, he wants that Jugulus dead.
Wow.
So he's denied Tailwind, but we're going to see how much he takes from that chilling water here. And he's going to take a lot of recoil from both Flare Blitz and Life Orb. Chilling Water might actually be able to pick up this KO. Oh, we see the Mud Shot come out. Mud Shot,
wow!
It's going to live the Mud Shot, but there is going to be a speed drop.
Yeah.
We do still have the Tailwind up, so I wonder what it's going to affect. But, you know, Adrian still has the ability to bring in, he could bring in the Raichu to pick up the Fake Out. There's still a lot he's able to do
Infernape
here.
has Protect for the Fake Out, I know.
He does.
And Mach Punch. It has Mach Punch.
It does have that. It's a very interesting game because
So you might want to keep it alive.
Adrian could very easily fake out the Hoopa because it can't protect, and then just do some damage into that. But if he reads the protect, it could go well. But he's not even going to play that game. He's just going to bring out the Urshifu.
Oh wow!
Now, this I think is risky. I do think our Glaceon, he doesn't have a priority move. I do think that we're probably going to see some damage. Like Infernape's probably still going to go first. I think we're gonna get a move off. We might be able to. That might be able to take out the Glaceon. Although we're gonna.
I think you just double into Urshifu.
You might hyperspace hole to break any protect and then just do a close combat.
Yeah, I think you just CC this thing.
That could be really good just to make sure it goes down because that's really your threat. I think yes, because if Hyperspace Fury breaks Detect from behind it, that's really good for you. Especially
and he swaps out. So yeah,
especially if he plays that.
No
that's
downside
really
to this double.
Good.
No downside to this double.
If Spencer, I really hope Spencer did that. That would be really good for him. Let's see. We're gonna see the Terra come out.
The Terra Dark.
The Terra Dark's gonna do some big damage.
100% double this.
You think so? He could have just been trying to dome that Glaceon.
Oh man, if he's trying to dome Glaceon, I think he's worried about the wrong.
Let's see. Well, he's gonna take more damage from a fighting move if he lets it get off. But Hyperspace Fury comes out.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna come out.
Wow.
It does a decent damage.
Almost half.
Resisted. Now let's see what
CC.
CC comes out. That's gonna take. That's
wow.
big. That's a big swing for Spencer
so
right there.
Huge.
Yeah, and there's still the fake out pressure for both of these. You know, Adrian's not in the worst spot, but Spencer's looking really good. I think there's still one or two more turns of Tailwind. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose.
I think this all comes down to who Spencer's fourth is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see. We could see. We see Wheezing coming out. Very interesting. I don't know though that. I think.
Man, I think if you're Spencer, I mean
I'm not loving that.
You probably just fake out the Hoopa and kill it with.
I think so, and like his defense is really lowered, so honestly, it's gonna take a lot of damage from that. I think Wheezing is not who you wanted to see in the back, not how you wanted to be in the back of your Spencer. Yeah, it's a very easy fake out into there.
Well, and he's gonna get rid of the Scarf.
Yeah,
and this knockoff might knock this. Dude, this double
it's gonna do a lot of damage.
This double either kills or makes it so he's gonna die the next turn.
I bet it kills. This is a very safe double from Adrian. Yeah, there's no way it lives an Ice Beam like that.
I think he Mud Shot.
Oh, he Mud Shot? Sludge Bomb, not doing a lot. Got the
Yeah.
poison.
Oh, the poison.
Wheezing is just not who you wanted in the back there. That was just not the play. Yeah, Mud Shot lowers the speed.
And Tailwind's gone, so now you're slower than...
Yeah.
For sure slower than Raichu.
Yeah. I guess we have to see if Wheezing's able to stall it out, but I don't think so.
I doubt it.
I think you needed to have Rotom in the back.
Yeah, Rotom in the back would have been really good.
It seems like Spencer has Infernape and Hoopa has two really good offensive pieces, and then the Torn, and then beyond that, just not as good. Maybe a Sinistcha would have been good in the back.
Yeah, I think Sinistcha might have been nice.
Yeah, I think anything but the Wheezing is just not what you wanted. I wonder... I think he brought that as an option in case he wanted to get that Tailwind, but... Yeah, that Nuzzle, that's just going to take the kill.
Oh,
critical hit, but there's so many defense drops.
It's a crit.
No way. Yeah, I think this is going to be Adrian's third game here. Unless Spencer gets the poison right now. Oh my god. Okay. If he's able to stall it out, we'll have to see how much the ice beam does. I do doubt it.
Wow, that is over half.
Seems like the crit did matter before. Does it have protect? It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Yeah. Even in the best case scenario here, Spencer should be able, or Adrian should be able to lock this up. Might as well just get the noble off. I mean, yeah, you got to do. I think Spencer's win con is just getting enough protects that the poison wins in the game.
He needs 5 protects.
He needs 5.
I'm just throwing a number out, but probably
he definitely needs a couple. I mean, that's what you got to go for. You just got to click protect until you fail. Yeah, because as soon as you don't protect, I think you lose. So you think you literally just have to keep going. Yeah, it's gonna be a couple.
So I did 11. Like 21 damage.
Yeah. Oh, that's over.
Well, we'll never know.
You know, pretty fair.
But I think he would have had to get 4 protects in a row.
It's gonna be a lot of protects.
Oh, the Rocky helmet.
Nice, he's gonna take it out. That's going to be 3-0 in Adrian's favor. The bulky team is really good against... Yeah, Spencer's team so far has been relatively frail, and so the bulk is just really...
Yeah, the bulk's good. Been the devil here.
A very good bring. The snarl and the bulky Raichu is very, very strong at this game right now.
Yeah, that's going to be Adrian going up 3-0 here in these finals.
Yeah, if I'm Spencer, I'm really sweating. I wonder. I mean, I do think Infernape was the right call. I think we want to see.
Yeah, Infernape is what you need.
I think Weezing. I think the Weezing is just not doing it.
You might want to try Sinistcha. I don't know. I don't think Sinistcha has Trick Room, but like
Sinistcha doesn't have Trick Room. The problem is Weezing's the only mon out of that you can add in the form that's not just weak to Glaceon again. This Glaceon's really good into this team. Glaceon's always been a very undervalued pick, and it just proves, you know, Spencer definitely didn't. I don't think he prepared for it with the Terra Ground on the Torn. Just be able to one shot it no matter what. Yeah, if I'm Spencer, only bringing Tailwind on Torn is my speed control option with Scarf. I think, you know, maybe an a Scarf Rotom Electroweb or something might have been really nice.
Because I think that's really struggling is Spencer not only is getting out bulked, but he's getting like out speed controlled.
Yeah, and we see Spencer has he's got all the coverage moves. Right now he only really wants to click Hyperspace Fury and even into Resisted, so yeah, you know, it might have been nice to just have the protect option. Adrian is able to make a lot of plays more safely, knowing he can just that Pokemon can never protect.
I think it's like sucks to say, but I think we're seeing just a big difference in prep. Like you can tell there were a lot more situations that were thought about on Adrian's side here.
It's true. It's true. And we see a new lead, same lead from Adrian, the very classic. We see a new lead coming out, a little more offensive. That Rotom here, you know, it's got Hydro Pump, but it's Hydro Pump and Helping Hand. That's mostly what it's going to be able to do. We could see, you know, pretty easy fake outs and tailwinds.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing this play here.
Yeah, and then next turn just going for the Nuzzle. Like Adrian again might be able to neuter this Hoopa.
It's hard to see what Spencer does here.
Yeah, it's just tough to lead that Hoopa without being able to protect because you know that fake out. I think
Spencer's got to start making some him plays here.
I think so. He's gonna have to do a lot of reads he's gonna have to get 4 games too.
Yeah,
this is definitely looking rough, but Spencer is a 2-time champ for a reason.
Yeah. If anyone can do it, this is the guy to do it. I hope Suds is gone.
So the Rotom come out.
Yeah, so this is...
Let's see who we got. We have Tornadus. Alright, Tornadus coming in. Fake out comes out, yeah.
I will say Raichu has been very pivotal to this set. I don't think I've seen the Raichu die a single time.
No, Raichu's been really good. Definitely, the same way Wolfie in his 2016 Worlds, but that bulky, you know, Raichu is a cornerstone of his team there, so Adrian did a very similar kind of thing. This Jugs and Raichu is very, very good defensive pieces. Raichu's able to set the Reflect, so if we lock into Hyperspace Fury, He's able to lower both damage outputs from that Hoopa. We'll see what move Spencer locks into here.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Hyperspace Fury.
Hyperspace Fury could do some damage, but yeah, it's not going to do that much to that Jugs. Focus Blast would be really tough. He could lock into the Ice Punch to hit the Jugs, but the Ice Punch is not going to do a lot of things, other things. He would have to switch out after
especially
that.
with the Reflect.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, he's going to withdraw. He's definitely pivoting around. We're going to see our fourth Mon, or we're bringing back the washing machine back in?
I think he was scared of the Nuzzle.
I think so.
Oh, that Terra on
Spencer side? Yeah. He's definitely making sure no Nuzzle comes out.
Is this the Terra Blast play?
Very much is. Yeah, that could be the Terra Blast. We haven't seen how much of raw Terra Blast goes into this Raichu, and we know that Adrian did not cover for this at all. So this Terra Blast is going to go out unfiltered. We'll see how much this Raichu takes from it. Reflect does go up, so we might want to lead into more special Hoopa later. But we do see the Bleakwind Storm. Spencer doesn't want to go for the raw Terra. I think
he gets a speed drop.
He got burned game 1. I think he's too afraid to go for it. But that would have been really nice.
Yeah, and then if you're Spencer, if you're Agent, you just start going for Snarls, and you do whatever you want on that right side.
Spamming now, but now he might do the switch. But that Terra Blast would have been really nice into that Raichu. I don't know if it would have killed it, but I think there's a good chance it could have based on how much damage we saw it do to the Urshifu. This is very...
I mean...
Interesting. Spencer's fighting as hard as he can right now.
I mean, Spencer's probably thinking real hard. Yeah, another
swap
switch.
Every turn. He's really positioning, and I do like the positioning. I think that's very good.
Ooh.
We see his fourth Mon, we have the Infernape. So yeah, we dropped the Weezing. I do think this is a good set of 4 to bring. We do see the knockoff come out.
Yeah.
Covert Cloak, so now we're able to get Snarl special attack drop.
Yeah.
But I think if we get the Terra Blast
should take
could still be pretty big. We're still Bleakwinding.
Oh, the Bleakwind.
He just keeps Bleakwinding. It's a tough miss, but I feel like the Bleakwind is not really doing much right now.
Yeah, I think Infernape here is scary because, I mean...
I don't know why you...
Oh, this is the last turn of Tailwind.
His last turn of Tailwind. He could protect here.
And he did get 2 speed drops on the Jugs, so he would be able to kill Jugulus and stop it from getting Tailwind back.
He might be in a good position here to start threatening things, but I think Spencer could be trying to stall and keep those Pokemon on the field
I think
for a pivotal turn.
I think if you're Spencer, I think you have to protect Infernape here.
Yeah. Do you think? It's got Tailwind, Terra Blast, Bleakwind, and Taunt. There's no protect on the Torn, so it could be a readable play. But I wonder. Yeah, Spencer protect would be really good, but he could also just try to go for it. You see,
Reflect still up.
If Spencer brings in now, if this is the time Spencer uses the Terra Blast, that would be unfortunate for him.
It would, but I bet you he just Bleakwinds again.
Oh, switching back out.
Every turn a switch.
He's not. I guess I think I don't actually hate this. I think they just stalling and
he probably called the Air Slash.
I don't actually. Yeah, there's a good call. I actually don't. I think this is good. He's kind of just chipping him down with a critical hit. I think he's just kind of like waiting it out.
Oh,
now
this turn he got the Terra Blast.
Yeah, 1 turn too late.
He probably thought he could kill the Raichu this turn and get Thunderbolts off.
He had 2 free turns. He could have 2 free turns. Now we do see the Torn is going to be able to go for Tailwinds, but now Thunderbolts are free again if that Raichu doesn't come in. But it seems like Raichu is. We'll have to see what goes on here, but man, this is. I think Spencer's been trying to go, but I think we needed to rip that Terra Blast earlier. That we just took the Raichu out. Would have been really good for that Raichu.
I'm a big fan of these switch. I think all these switches have been good so far.
I think it's going to go well. I think he was just he called the timings wrong for his Tornadus play. We're going to see the Raichu coming in. We'll see if Spencer brings in the Thunderbolt or if he's going to do any helping hand or anything else. Now, it could be crazy if Spencer Terra blasted into that slot. Now we get the Tailwind. Okay,
sweet.
Pretty conservative play. Pretty solid. Agent does have fake out pressure, but Hydro Pump.
Going into the Raichu.
Okay,
wow,
that does some decent damage. It does some damage. The Ice Beam's going to take it out.
Oh, yeah. He's gone.
Tailwind is up, now Spencer.
Yeah, I think you want to die there.
I think Spencer's going to be able to bring in. I don't know. Spencer can bring in the Infernape, or he can bring in.
I think you bring in Infernape. I think you protect. I think you
yeah,
double
make
protect
sure you don't,
this turn.
Yeah, seems like it. Well, I don't know. Is the Protect on the Rotom? I don't believe it is Protect.
There is.
I believe it has Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump, Light Screen, and Helping Hand.
Oh shit! Yeah, there's no Protect.
So
you could just kill.
Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is going to do a lot there. We did see a crit, so we don't really know. But I imagine Freeze Dry could take the kill potentially, especially with the fake.
Freeze Dry probably kills.
We'll see. This is definitely a play. This is going to come down to a read because I think Adrian definitely wants to fake out somebody here. We'll see. You think, I would imagine you're way more threatened by the Infernape.
Yeah.
But it seems like he looks.
But
the
safe play.
The Protect. I don't know. I think if you're Spencer, you have to play. You have to play. You have to play unconservatively. You want to play aggressively because you've been downs for so long.
And I think Spencer probably thinks that Adrian's going to go for the safe play here and take out the Rotom.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I'm Spencer, I want to. Yes.
Yeah, no Protect.
No Protect.
Hopefully
So
that's a CC
into come out. Mach Punch.
Oh,
okay.
Mach Punch.
Well, we will see that come out. I do think that would have been better if that took out the Glaceon.
I do think it would have been better if we just CC the Glaceon because Chilling Water. Chilling Water's either going to.
I think you picked Mud Shot. Oh, it was Chilling Water.
Chilling Water's either going to kill or.
It's going to lower its attack there, but it's going to do it. And then I think with the next set of recoil, it might go down.
Reflect's gone.
Reflect is gone.
And you're faster, and you can just throw off Thunderbolts for free here.
You can throw out Thunderbolts for free. You can throw a close combat for free. I mean, that Glaceon's definitely pressured, and no one wants to switch in and take the close combat. I do think that a close combat is coming for that Glaceon.
I think
it's
honest
kill.
to God, you just CC the Glaceon slot, and you Thunderbolt the Receiver slot.
And Adrian does
still
have
it might
Terra.
not kill, but...
I think Adrian does still have Terra. He could Terra.
Adrian does still have Terra, but I think...
Yeah. That is, Adrian,
I mean, I think he still has Scarf Hoopa in the back.
He does have Scarf Hoopa.
And so as long as you get damage on the Urshifu, you're going to kill with the...
Yeah, I think so, because if you Terra Steel, then the Hyperspace Fury is going to be able to do some better damage.
Yeah. I think you need damage on Urshifu.
I think this is looking pretty good for Spencer at the moment, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder, and I think honestly, in close combat, I bet Vegeta lives one more Life Orb recoil. So he might be able to get one more attack off.
So I think you have to kill... I think you have to kill
the Infernape.
I think Spencer has... I think Spencer has to kill Glaceon.
I think the close combat has to come into the Glaceon, and the Thunderbolt has to go into that.
The helping
hand. He wasn't sure if it would get the kill. Okay, I think this is a fair play. Unless you can see the close combat. Okay, I think that's fair. I guess he maybe he's done the calcs and he knows it's a very bulky Pokemon, so he just wanted to make sure he got the kill. I think that's
I think
fair.
Urshifu went for U-turn here.
I think so, and I don't feel like that was that great of a play here. I mean, he could have really freely attacked. When the close combat comes out, that is going to take. Oh, that's going to take out the Rotom. That's actually really big.
Wow, this is huge because I think you want.
Man, yeah. Yeah, there's no Rotom.
Because there's damage on the. There's damage on the guy here, so I think
there's only one more attack. But
I think you have to CC Urshifu.
You think so?
And you have to hyperspace. Yeah, you have to hyperspace.
You think you doubled your Urshifu here?
Oh, that's why he helping handed because he was -1 attack.
What was he -1 attack from?
Chilling Water.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, this is actually scary for Spencer because he can kind of let this Infernape get an attack off.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you're Spencer, I think you want to double into that Urshifu.
Yeah, I think you double
and
Urshifu.
You'll be able to take care of that other guy.
Yeah, because
it shouldn't matter.
Hoopa goes
you'll
first.
Be fast enough. I think if you just break the Protect and then close combat, I imagine you take out the Urshifu.
Yeah, Hoopa goes first.
Yeah. Especially, you definitely can't tear anymore. Definitely, Adrian didn't want to tear last turn.
Yeah, I think you just double into Urshifu here, break the Protect.
We'll have to see. I think that would be a game-winning play from Spencer here, but if he doesn't do that, this could be really bad for him.
No, it really depends. That double kill?
He could read it and just pick off the Jugulus here. Oh, locked into Focus Blast. I don't think that's what you want to see. I mean, maybe the close combat comes out. I mean, yeah, it's going to take out that, but
that's risky.
Very risky.
Because you die. Yeah, you definitely die from Chip there.
I think that was a losing play right there. I think. Yeah. I don't think one Focus Blast kills, and I think one Surging Strikes could kill.
Yeah, one Surging Strikes definitely kills here.
Oh man,
I think that's that. I think Adrian takes it.
Does Hyperspace Fury not work like that? Is that just
No,
like,
it breaks protect.
Does it for sure break protect?
Yes.
Because like for sure that would have been.
Yeah, no, it breaks protect.
And definitely faster. So like that. Oh man, that would have been really good.
Yeah, and now you just.
I guess we'll see, but I guess we'll see how much things.
It's got a crit. I mean, it's not gonna kill.
It's not gonna kill, and I think a Surging Strikes could kill. Oh, the U-turn, yeah, definitely kills. Yeah, that's going to be it. That's
going to be Adrian taking it 4-0. Back-to-back seasons.
What?
Insanely dominant season and dominant playoff run.
Yeah, welcome to the club of two-time champions, Ulico.
Very
nice to see.
First back-to-back champ, and I think Adrian only dropped 2 games in playoffs.
Yeah, he did really good. I think he 3-0'd Cyber as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Very, very dominant team, very powerful. Urshifu, a lot of good support with it.
Oh, no, I think Adrian only dropped 1 game.
Yeah.
All playoffs. That's insane. Somebody stop this man.
It removes protect. Yeah, that is a very unfortunate, but yeah, I think Spencer played really hard. I think Spencer did a lot of good reads. I think Adrian's
I think Spencer
really
played the best he could, and I think to be fair, that last play there is very risky. But
I think and correct me if I'm wrong. I think Adrian's
maybe he did the calcs. Maybe the double didn't kill.
Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Adrian's last championship was another 4-0 or maybe a 4-1, but. If Adrian
was something like that.
If Adrian gets the right prep, he can be really dominant.
Yeah, this is something where I mean, if you want to be Adrian, you have to put the hours in.
Should I go grab our competitors?
Yeah, I'm.
Congratulations. Come talk. Switching the camera.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Well.
You're
First 2-timer champion here.
I'm very powerful players.
First back-to-back champ.
First back-to-back champ.
First back-to-back champ.
Adrian, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
I feel good. I mean,
I bet.
What can I say? Things went according to plan?
Yeah. That bulky setup really did a lot there.
Yeah, that team.
Yeah, kind of like a different approach that I haven't really used. I think my team's
a lot of good prep. I think Raichu only died once that entire set.
Yeah, a lot of.
That could be
the Raichu was really bulky.
A lot of lifts.
Yeah, Raichu.
Were you predicting this kind of bulky strategy from me, Adrian Spencer?
I think ability should have made enough sense. That's why I was Terraground Terrablast.
Yeah.
Which was very good.
That Terrabound Terrablast was really threatening. It just it never connected at the right time.
I kind of just got those early turns right when you're threatening. It was tricky.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of reads a lot in there. We kept one of the things we kept talking about was doing the Hyperspace Fury to break detect and then hitting with your doubling into the.
Oh, I missed like that one turn.
Oh yeah. Like the last game or.
It was like game 1 or 2.
Oh shoot!
Because there was a turn you let me do it where I would have Blake 1 would have killed him.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah.
That was short, man.
Dang.
I went like halfway a lot of times and I should just committed because a lot of my reads were. Right.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's scary to play that aggressive game, but
yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you just gotta rip it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of good prep. It's very bulky team. That Glaceon coming out low pointer doing a lot of damage.
That thing,
really threatened the Torn.
List. That thing.
Yeah, it just had a good matchup.
That thing's getting bumped up.
Always been good.
I don't know if it's getting bumped up, but had a good matchup into Torn and Road and Wash and Sinistra, and especially. There's a good chance that the Torn Terra would end up being weak to at least freeze dry. It's like maybe water. I mean, ground was a good choice, but it let Glaceon also have a good time.
Yeah, between Rock, Steel, and Ground, I think.
Yeah, Steel obviously a good option.
Steel and
Rock's interesting. I didn't think about Rock, but yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it would just do more damage.
You want to threaten that, right, Chu?
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
So were you just really scared of Sinistra in that matchup? Honestly, we were thinking about it, and I was like, I really don't think Sinistra's that great here.
Well, it's just like a theory mon that beats Urshifu, but it's like you just bring Terragrass or safety goggles, and it's kind of bad.
Yeah.
You can't touch Jugulus, so like. I
Exactly.
considered it, but it's like redirection wasn't really going to help much, just what I decided.
Especially with that spread snarl.
The matcha gotcha
That
would have
snarl
been
was
something, but yeah,
rough.
that snarl was really indexed on that.
We were glad you didn't end up bringing Infernape because I think after
Yeah,
game 2 we were like,
Infernape put a lot of
Infernape's like,
pressure.
Infernape's the
Yeah,
guy.
he did really good. I'm not upset with the Infernape.
mhm.
I think that made sense in that matchup.
Definitely good to
Yeah.
have that like physical presence right there.
It's just tough because you're working with mons that just get killed pretty much. So.
Yeah, Adrian. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely more of a frail
There's
team.
definitely a bulk difference. I feel like.
Yeah, I try to set up in a way where like I'm not taking much damage and I'm just doing.
Yeah,
damage back.
there were a lot of times, Adrian, where instead of like going for maybe a kill, you really just kind of secured. I think it was game 3. You knocked off the scarf and you hit it with a mud shot, and so like Ice Beam might have killed, but
You
that
just made
secures
sure,
it where
yeah.
next turn it's not doing shit.
Good play. I think in the last game 4, Spencer, you were doing really well with the swaps, like preserving, make sure.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
that was
I was
really
popping
good to
off.
see, really exciting to see. Like,
Unbiasedly.
Yeah.
letting his agent a little slightly more passive style, like
Yeah,
keeping
we
the
just talked about
positions
it.
good.
The very end of that last game was very.
I
Down to
probably
reeds.
misplayed. I
Down
didn't
to
think my
reeds there.
Infernape. I also misplayed the other game. It was whichever one my Infernape got too low. He actually would have had more HP if I Terra Dark, which I just should have Terra Dark.
Yeah, because less recoil.
I honestly probably win that in game because it was just like Infernape
Mm.
was stomping. It was just like how much health do I have left, and I only had 1 attack left when I probably would have had 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think with the -1 attack that end of game 4, do you think hyperspace and close combat killed your Shifu? Or do you think it's it was -1 attack Infernape, but we were thinking that
I had a drop though as well, right? From
you
CC.
did have a -1 drop from CC. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
because we were thinking
that probably
we were
would be
thinking
good.
you hyperspace to break the protect, then you
But then I clicked Snarl.
CC.
No.
Yeah, but
he was
I,
locked into hyperspace into my Jugulus.
well,
Right?
Jugulus is low.
True.
Yeah.
We were thinking Jugulus died.
Sure. It probably okay. That could work.
Yeah, I think that's what we were thinking. If he was able to take out the Urshifu,
Oh, that does secure. I
then
guess, right?
Hoopa would just be able to
There's
take out the
probably a win
Jugulus.
from a game for that.
Hyperspace into CC.
That's what we were thinking.
I think it does
there.
work, actually.
Hyperspace.
I couldn't
CC.
think through all
There-
the
yeah,
options.
there's-
that last
It
time.
was scary. I mean, it was a scary place to think. Yeah.
I think
Well, no, I probably didn't take enough advantage of hyperspace breaking protect. I think.
because
And it's one of those things where it's risky because it's like if he doesn't protect, then you're just hitting a resistant move into Urshifu.
No, it's tough. But
yeah.
the way I built that set was kind of to do that, so I should just committed to it.
Yeah, I actually didn't respect that enough.
Yeah,
I
the
kind of,
scarf is really good for that.
I kind of even
I
think
did
about
like
the
the
fact that you
scarf
can
set.
just break the protect sometimes. Like I knew it, but like
I
I
thought that too. It was like he's not respecting this, but I'm just not.
I don't
just
think.
not
Yeah.
doing it.
I didn't know hyperspace broke protect, so I didn't really get it for a little
Right.
bit. And then I was like,
No,
well,
it's,
this could be
it's
really
good for
strong.
that,
And then, yeah.
When you have Hoopa going first.
For sure, yeah. I think, yeah. But it was really cool to see Hoopa out on a big screen.
Hoopa, he's a big boy.
Very,
He's got a
very cool
big ass
Pokemon.
beard.
I love that guy.
I didn't
Very
realize
cool
he had like a
design.
little devil tail.
Yeah, he's like a whole ass demon, whole ass Jin. He's
Yeah,
sick.
it sound like that.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, any closing thoughts from our?
I don't think
Congrats,
Yeah, it is.
Adrian.
Congrats,
Two-time winner.
another 2-time champion. Back
yeah, 3
to back.
two-time champs in 9
Only,
seasons.
only
Well, 10 seasons.
that Natty's feeling good. That he's the only one to take you down this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a pretty dominant season this season, Adrian. I mean,
Yeah.
is the only game you dropped in playoffs against Satan?
Oh, games.
Yeah,
Well, I played Satan to Wilnut. So yeah, I guess so.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, one game.
You gotta nerf this guy.
Very crazy.
You're only allowed 1 hour of prep a week.
These
It's
games
okay.
were,
We
these
can
games
just
were
we can
extremely
just
close.
call, we just call it.
Yeah, no, I think every game if 1 or 2 turns went differently, it could have gone anyone's
Yeah,
favor
for
each
sure.
game.
I think this the way you played and built this team for this
It was
final
good.
set showed it was not just Urshifu diff because it really was that Jugulus and Raichu were the linchpins.
Yeah, Rashiva didn't do shit game 1 and you still won.
Yeah, that's
She
true.
was really good in that team, to be honest.
Well, for
Oh,
sure,
so
for
true.
sure. I mean, yeah,
Just
Infernape
pressure's
needed
a lot.
Just the
more
idea of of
yeah,
Rashiva
yeah.
just coming in
It's
and
definitely
like surging
It's definitely
strike.
valuable, but like it wasn't like the only piece.
When I was prepping for this team, I honestly didn't put out much time into Urshifu because the way Urshifu works, it doesn't like. It just is Urshifu. I think
Mhm.
Raichu created more mismatches than Jugulus. They're the ones that like introduced.
Oh
the
yeah,
more
Raichu
They're more
with his
versatile.
Raichu with his 3rd ring.
Yeah,
Raichu-
Raichu bring it out.
Raichu joins the
Love
3
to-
ringers.
love to
Well,
see
it's
it.
like Nuzzle is so good. It's just like a
Nuzzle's-
moveset.
I know who I'm
Really
drafting
good,
first
yeah.
next season.
Dude, yeah, Raichu,
I wanted
Nuzzle,
Raichu
always
really
a win
early.
con. Always
First
a win
draft
con.
Raichu.
It's a great Pokemon.
I love that guy.
Well, yeah. Well, I think if we don't have any more thoughts from our competitors, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here.
Thank you
Alrighty.
all for tuning in
Yeah.
to this lovely set of matches here. We're gonna have some side events going on, I think.
Yeah, not on the stream though.
Yeah, not for this
Not on
people,
stream.
unfortunately.
You
Yeah,
guys.
because they won't
yeah.
want. I tried to commentate side events like 2 championships ago, and no one listened
Right.
because they're just playing their
It's okay.
events.
Yeah, just go to bed. Yeah,
Well,
no,
no
you're
worries.
watching this on.
I was yeah, because it's just me in here, and then Sammy scares me on the window.
Typically,
and no one
you,
else is
Ethan, if you're still watching, go to bed.
Ethan, hey, I caught a Regigigas today, and I named it after you.
That's true.
It's a true
I
fact.
didn't do that because I hate you, Ethan.
I think we'll see everyone next season, unless
Yeah.
there's no stream matches next season.
No, yeah, this is the final
Yeah.
season.
If I have anything to say about it, we're back to Showdown.
This is the final season. Adrian's the final champion.
Yeah.
I have official order from the
Wow.
commissioner to say that.
That's true. After this, we'll be destroying this room.
Yeah, I'm gonna. As soon as stream dies, I'm gonna jump into the shelf behind me.
Congratulations to both of our competitors. Very strong showing. Very dominant seasons overall. Love to see it.
Oh,
Great work.
All right.